Getting the facts right. This is WCTI News Channel 12 on Fox Eastern Carolina.
The man who put his sport on the map in eastern North Carolina is found dead. We'll have a live report from the scene where Dave Mirra was found.
We still have plenty of moisture making its way along the coast with some heavier rain out here. We'll continue to track that. I'll show you how long that rain sticks around coming up.
And people in one neighborhood fear they won't be able to get help during an emergency because of a collapsed roadway. We explain. Good evening. I'm Wes Goforth in for Brian North.
And I'm Shelvia Dancy. Welcome to News Channel 12 on Fox Eastern Carolina. Carteret County Schools will operate on a 2-hour delay in the morning. School officials say that delay is for students and staff. They say it's necessary because of all the rain expected overnight. They believe some of the roads may be covered with water. We'll check in with Storm Track 12 Chief Meteorologist Donnie Cox in just a moment for more. Now we go straight to a developing story in Greenville. Famous BMX rider Dave Mirra has committed suicide. According to Greenville police, 41-year-old Mirra was found outside of a home this afternoon. He won 24 medals at the X Games, including 14 gold medals, which was the record until 2013. News Channel 12's Nicole Ford joins us live from the scene in Greenville with more.
Dave Mirra was an icon in the city of Greenville. It'd be hard to find someone who didn't know the pro BMX rider. Greenville police say they arrived at this house on Pinewood Drive around 4 this afternoon to find Mirra in a truck with suffering from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Neighbors tell me Mirra visited his friend Scott, who lives at the house all the time, and they recognized his truck when the police arrived on scene. Police tell us Mirra had been visiting with friends in the area a short time before the incident and even posted this picture with his wife to his Instagram just 2 hours before, saying, "My rock, thank God." He leaves behind his wife and 2 children. Mirra was instrumental in bringing the sport of BMX to Greenville, which is now the home of more than 20 professional BMX riders. Greenville Mayor Alan Thomas released a statement tonight regarding his death, saying, "We mourn the loss today of a great friend and wonderful human being who touched the lives of so many around the world with his gift." He called Greenville, North Carolina home and was as humble a guy talking with kids on a street corner about bikes as he was in his element on the world stage. A young life with so much to offer was taken too soon. Now, Greenville police are investigating this death. Chief Mark Holtzman will be addressing the media tomorrow morning, so stay with WCTI 12 for the story. Reporting live in Greenville, Nicole Ford for News Channel 12.
All right, thank you, Nicole. Greenville police want to remind you that if you or a loved one are struggling with suicidal thoughts, you're encouraged to seek help through the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. In tonight's Fact Check, we are taking a look back at Mirra's career in the X Games. Dave Mirra held the record for the most X Games medals until 2013. He medaled every year from 1995 until 2008, finishing with 24 medals, 14 of them gold. He moved to Greenville to promote the sport with his wife, quickly giving the city the nickname of Pro Town in the BMX community. This led to ramps and similar things built for young people. Greenville is now home to more than 20 professional BMX riders.
I'm meteorologist Donnie Cox, and you'll need to keep the umbrella handy out there this evening as we continue with the rest of tonight and maybe a little bit of frozen precipitation in the northern counties tomorrow morning. Details coming up.
Now to our 10 o'clock top stories tonight. A Greenville man is accused of being the ringleader of the prostitution network in eastern North Carolina. Thomas Wade Jr. is charged with at least 18 counts of felony promoting prostitution. That's according to the Pitt County Sheriff's Office. Deputies say the 58-year-old arranged some crimes near a local elementary school. He's being held tonight under $250,000 bond.
A ribbon-cutting ceremony today honored the opening of a travel center inside Albert J. Ellis Airport in Jacksonville. It's on the first floor of the airport terminal. It's the state's 4th USO travel center, and it opened in October. The center is a lounge for members of the military and their families while they're waiting in the airport.
The rainy weather has led to a serious problem for a community in Jones County. This is at Island Creek Estates subdivision off Bryce's Creek Road, and you see the problem. Residents say it all began 2 months ago when part of the private road entering the subdivision collapsed into the creek below. And since then, they've tried to repair the road on their own, but they're asking for help from the county now, a request they say has been ignored. News Channel 12's Beth Lawrence went to the scene tonight and talked with officials about what can be done to make sure people there can continue their access to their homes.
This private road is the only way in and out of Island Creek Estates, and residents are concerned that this cracking is a sign that the road lines. EMS officials now say they will come by to check on the road regularly until a more permanent solution can be found. Reporting in Jones County, Beth Lawrence, News Channel 12.
EMS officials say if the road does wash out, a temporary emergency bridge can be put in to allow vehicles to cross the road there. For now, though, the road does not qualify for emergency funds from FEMA. Well, the town of Belhaven lost out on more than $400,000. That's because hundreds of customers were late paying bills and the town never followed its policy of cutting off their utilities.
Yeah, that's one of the conclusions in a new audit released by the state. It came from the North Carolina Auditor's Office. That audit says the mayor and town council knew that the former town manager was not following policy. The report says the former town manager gave several reasons why the policy wasn't always followed. Two of those reasons, people were struggling financially and the town tried to work with them by not cutting off service. Also, the town wanted to give people with large medical bills more time to pay on their utility bills. The audit says the former town manager and former finance director also explained why accounts receivables were not correctly reported on the town's financial statements from 2014. The reason, according to that audit, potential negative publicity.
Now, the town and current manager Adam O'Neill, who we saw right there, has responded to that report. Now, Shelby, what's the response? What are they saying about it?
The mayor and the town council, they included their response in that audit. They say they were not aware of all of those delinquent account balances. They do say the town is contacting those people to try to get payment from them, and they say the town will be in compliance with its cutoff policy by May.
Now, the audit, we understand, also looked at the town's travel expenses, finding that the town had no policy for those expenses. Auditors said that opened the door for some potential abuse, but in that response, the town pointed out that an official travel policy was adopted in Belhaven just last month.
Now to an update in Oriental. Now that the Walmart Express there has closed, volunteers are pitching in to make sure that people who live there can still go get groceries. When the Walmart Express closed, it left people there with few options for shopping. Some people say they used to walk to the store to get food, but now they have no way of doing that. They say the nearest grocery store is almost 20 minutes away. So now volunteers are taking people to Grantsboro or Bayboro to buy food. Donna Creech is the chairperson of Primetime, and she says they're organizing a group to get people where they need to go.
Did they walk? Did they ride their bicycle? Did they ride their golf cart? Or did they drive their car, but they don't drive their car on the main highway?
She says right now they have more volunteers than people who need rides. If you're one of those who need a ride, call Oriental United Methodist Church.
All right, people working together to help each other in Oriental. Well, a man in our area is arrested for alleged involvement in a prostitution ring. Police say activity happened near a couple of schools. We get the details tonight.
Plus, a video is circling the web. It shows a cat being burned by scalding water. Details on the investigation into who is responsible.
Rain across the area with the cold front trying to push through. You can make out that cold front on the temperature map here. You can see the 40s to the north, near 60 degrees at Beaufort. I'll show you what to expect with this cold front and when it gets on out of here, coming up in just a couple minutes.